Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter with Frank the Bank and Keith K. Lava. You know the answer. Talking sports, breaking down the play so raw. From the Celtics to the Sox, we giving you the score. Catch the vibe, we coming live. Filling up your feed, let the passion thrive. Every dunk, every run, we analyze the moves. Shout out to the fans, feel the rhythm and grooves. From Gillette to the Garden, we ain't missing a beat. Frank and K. Lava bring the fire, can't accept defeat.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Boston's Banter, where the sports are wicked and the banter is Pissah. I'm your host, Frank the Bank. With me, as always, is Keith K. Lava Lacava. What's going on, Frosty the Bro Man?
Nothing much, Bro Nicks.
Bro Nicks in the house. Love it.
Ain't in the house this week.
Not this week, baby. Sorry, Bro Nicks. Anyways, your boy Zach won last week, got first place, and then Justin got second. So congratulations, that was a good stat challenge. We're gonna keep rolling with the Drake May rookies. We got a Drake May Prism Emergent. This
Very
is a cool
popular.
card. Yeah, everyone loves the Drake May rookie card. So this is a cool brand. Everyone likes Prism cards, so it's an emergent version of it. It's really cool. And we got the Travion Henderson Mosaic, which is also a really cool card. We're asking for only the Patriots receiving and rushing yards this week. So combine both their receiving yards and their rushing yards. That's what the stat challenge is this week. Good luck, everybody. Let's jump into the Wicked Pissah News.
Alrighty, Frankie, here we are again.
Yes,
Wicked Pissah News. And as always, we're starting with the Bruins update, man. So currently 28-19-2 on the season. And Frankie, break it down for me.
I mean, they're in fourth overall. They're doing really good, right? Yep. So, I mean, playing good. They won 6 straight games, which is awesome. They just beat Detroit 3-0 this past week, which was great. I mean, they were tied. They currently are tied for first. Tampa Bay coming from the depths, actually. They're in first. But we're only 6 points off the lead. So 3-0 victory there. You like that. We lost 7-4 to the Kraken a couple weeks ago. This week we beat them 4-2.
Gotta like that.
And it was in Seattle, which we like that. And then we were on the road again against Chicago. We spotted Chicago 2 goals in the first period, down 2-0. We scored 5 on the answer.
5 straight, bro.
Yeah, 5-2 victory there. 6 straight. 8-1-1 in the last 10. So hopefully they can keep this rolling because they're playing good. It's a division that's up for grabs, like we talked about all the time. And they're playing again tonight against Dallas. So hopefully we can get a dub there. So,
oh, absolutely, Frankie. You gotta love that, bro.
I love it, man. How about them Celtics, though?
Yes, sir, Frankie. And the Celtics, man, they're looking good, too. I mean, obviously, we had a close loss this past week. We're going to break it down real quick. So the Celtics are currently 26-16 on the season, and they're second again in the Eastern Conference. We love that.
They're only 5.5 back at Detroit. I mean, that loss last night to Detroit we'll get into. That was a tough one.
That was, close one. But let's break it down. They did this past week, brother. They won 119-114 on the road versus Miami this past Thursday. Jaylen Brown had 27 points, but I got to bring up Anthony Simons, bro.
Went nuts.
39 points. He led the team in scoring off the bench. We've been seeing a lot of scoring with him off the bench these past few weeks.
I mean, we got him for that. I mean, again, I think he should be playing more. He's a lights-out shooter. He's
spark plug. Like I've said, man, he comes off the bench, he provides a spark, bro.
He's got a good shot, man.
Followed by a 132-106 whooping of the Hawks in Atlanta. You know, they just traded Trae Young.
Trae Young's gone.
This past Saturday, Jaylen Brown finished with 41 points, but he did that in 3 quarters, Frankie.
I know. He didn't even play.
That's what I'm saying. Sam Hauser, he had 30 points with 10 3-pointers made.
10. I know. That's insane.
And lastly, a close 104-103 road loss versus the Pistons on Monday night, like Frankie was talking about. That was very unfortunate. Jaylen Brown actually had a double-double in that one, 32 points and 11 rebounds.
He had a last-second shot to take the dub, but we just missed it. It was a little jumper, but
tough one, man. You know,
the Pistons, man.
Yeah, I know the Pistons, man. They went from being complete to now being like the number 1 team in the East.
They're strong. They're big. They're a good team, man. They're tough to defend against.
Hey, like we said they had to do. They built around Cade Cunningham. Now look at them.
Yeah, they got a good team. So
absolutely,
and we got
Frankie.
the Pacers tomorrow night, so hopefully we can take them down.
Yes, sir, Frankie. But Frankie, before we get into the NFL news, we actually have some more football-related news, and it's regarding the NCAA National Championship, bro.
One of the best teams you'll ever see in history.
Oh,
possibly.
Absolutely, bro. The potential number 1 pick in the draft. Let's break it down, brother. Indiana beats Miami 27-21 to complete their undefeated season and win their first national title in program history. And like I was just talking about, the potential number 1 pick, Fernando Mendoza, he went 16 for 27, 186 yards, no pass touchdowns, but he did have a nice 12-yard rush touchdown when he was like bouncing off people.
He was getting hit left and right. I mean, there was a couple dirty hits that weren't even called. I thought that was kind of crazy.
Coach called that at halftime.
Yeah, that was nuts. But I mean, Miami played good. Miami covered the spread. These guys were beating the pants off everybody they played.
Yeah, they were.
Honestly, they killed Oregon. They killed Alabama. I mean, it was crazy. And then they come in there. I didn't think
game.
I didn't think Miami was going to hold it that close. I mean, it was a 7.5 point spread, and they covered the spread.
Definitely covered it.
A 6 point game. So
Indiana also had a block punt for a touchdown. And on the flip side, I got to bring up Mark Fletcher of Miami, the running back. He had 112 rush yards and 2 touchdowns. But not only that, Frankie, after the game, he actually threw a punch at an Indiana player.
That was crazy.
Look at this clip.
Apparently, I'm going to see it. Perhaps you at home have seen it afterwards. That's Mark Fletcher who swung at an Indiana player, which obviously is Tyreek Tucker, and couldn't possibly know what was said.
But, like, bro, I get it, man. It's the national title. I mean, who knows what was said by the guy on Indiana?
But still, though.
I mean, come on, bro.
That's
Looking
crazy.
salty over there.
Indiana,
Sport.
a couple of years ago, one of the worst teams, and now they literally could go down in history as one of the best teams. It's unreal. Like, they had an unbelievable season, undefeated, ran the table. Good for them. And I saw Mendoza's brother is actually just entered the transfer portal.
Yep.
So I thought that was kind of cool, too. So
why not? Your brother's about to go to the NFL, man. Why not stick around and then try to take the reins from him?
I'm saying, well, I mean, that'd be cool.
But all right, Frankie, let's get over to the NFL news.
Yeah.
And we got a notable retirement, which we saw coming. So veteran 2-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Adam Thielen retires after 12 seasons in the NFL. A Minnesota native who spent the majority of his career for the Vikings from 2013 to 2022 as an undrafted rookie free agent. His 542 receptions with the Vikings are more than any other player in team history, obviously other than Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and Justin Jefferson. In addition to being a 2-time Pro Bowler, he's a second-team All-Pro in 2017, and he also holds the record for most consecutive 100-yard receiving games with 8. I actually didn't even know that.
That's crazy.
After 10 seasons with his hometown Vikings, he signed with the Panthers in 2023, where he posted another 1,000-yard season and 4 touchdowns. Then after 2 seasons in Carolina, he was traded back to the Vikings, where he didn't really have a role in 11 games, only 8 catches for 69 yards. Then he was cut, picked up by the Steelers. Didn't really do much there either. So then after they were done in the first round of the playoffs, he's calling it a career. And man, hell of a career, Frankie.
Definitely a great career.
Thielen finishes his career with 704 receptions for 8,497 yards and 64 touchdowns.
Love it. Good for him.
We were talking a lot about the coach firings last week, and we have one notable one we want to bring up. But before I get into that, we have a lot of notable hirings I want to bring up. Giants hire former Ravens head coach John Harbaugh as their new head coach. The deal's for 5 years, near $100 million.
That's crazy. Good for him.
And obviously, when he coached the Ravens from 2008 to 2025, he had an 180 and 113 record in the regular season, 13 and 11 in the postseason with 12 playoff appearances in 18 seasons, 6 division titles, and the most road playoff victories with 8, which is actually an NFL record, and 1 Super Bowl title. Let's see if he brings New York one. Packers signed head coach Matt LaFleur to a multi-year extension, and a source stating that this isn't a prove-it type deal, but more like a real commitment. They actually see his value for the team and everything. And everybody thought he was going to be on the hot seat, with another first-round playoff
I thought he
exit.
should be too.
That's what I'm saying. But nope, they re-signed him to a multi-year extension. He's back with the Pack, man. We'll see how he does next year.
Yep.
The Falcons have hired former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski as their new head coach.
Honestly.
Deals for 5 years, and like we talked about last week, the guy's a 2-time coach of the year.
I know.
And he led the show of a Browns organization to 2 playoff appearances.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a great. Atlanta needed somebody like him or Harbaugh. I mean, like
they
those 2
weapons.
organizations right there, the Giants and the Falcons, just got head coaches that can actually maximize what they got there. They both have really good rosters.
They're gonna maximize the talent for sure.
Agree.
The Dolphins actually hired former Packers DC Jeff Hafley as their new head coach. Miami going with a defensive-minded coach now.
I like that, though, for them.
That's what I mean. They obviously had Mike McDaniel, who was an offensive-minded coach, but they were 24th in points per game allowed, so we'll see how that helps the Fins.
Yeah, it should. I mean, the Green Bay's defense has been solid.
That's what I'm saying. They got a defensive-minded head coach now. Chiefs hired OC Eric Bieniemy as their OC, and mind you, that's a familiar spot. He's pulling a Josh McDaniels. He left. Now he's coming back, man. He helped them win a few Super Bowls.
I'm saying he's a good OC.
They need him back over there for sure, considering how the Chiefs looked this past year.
Yeah.
Titans hired former 49ers DC Robert Saleh as their new head coach. After getting fired by the Jets 2 years ago, he went back to San Fran as their DC. Obviously, he helps out. He's a good defensive-minded coach. And he helped bring them to a few Super Bowls. And the Titans, man, they allowed the 5th most points per game last year. So get him in there. We'll see if he can turn around that defense.
I mean, I feel like he is a good coach. I feel like he's going to a place that you'd probably... going to be on the hot seat because it's just like they're not a good team right now. Their defense actually played a little bit better,
especially Jeffrey Simmons.
I mean? But I like their defense, but they got a lot to do on offense.
They have a lot to do on offense, bro. And then, Frank, let's go over to the notable coach firing. And I actually called this right after this game happened.
You did.
So the Bills fired head coach Sean McDermott after 9 seasons.
Last year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Too many playoff exits, too many excuses. But after 9 seasons with the team, and like I said, the move seemed inevitable after the playoff loss to the Broncos. And in 9 seasons as the Bills head coach, he led them to 8 playoff appearances, 5 AFC East titles, and a 98-50 regular season record. So obviously that all looks good. But when you keep losing over and over again in the playoffs, man, their change needs to be made.
I don't know. Yeah, there was some time management stuff. I mean, there's just to me, he definitely, he need to be.
Like, they didn't need to get aggressive like that at the end of the first half where Josh Allen fumbled. They could have just nailed it out.
Absolutely insane.
It set him up for a field goal right away, bro.
They lost by 3, right? So there it is, right there. That's the 3 you lost by.
There you go. All right, Frankie, let's get into the notable NFL injuries from this past week, divisional round. So Broncos wide receiver Pat Bryant suffered a concussion in the first quarter Saturday versus the Bills and did not return. Mind you, he had 3 catches on the first drive.
That kid's pretty good.
Also, Broncos wide receiver Troy Franklin suffered a hamstring injury in that same game versus the Bills. His status is to be determined for the AFC Championship. Broncos quarterback Bo Nix suffered a broken bone on the second to last play in overtime in the win versus the Bills, and he's out for the season, bro.
That was wild.
Dude, I was taken back by that.
That was crazy, honestly.
Like, you didn't see nothing. There was no talk about it. Then out of nowhere after the game, they're all celebrating. I'm like, man, it's going to be a good AFC Championship game. Then, bro, out of nowhere, he's out for the season.
He was grimacing on the sideline after. I heard he got taken out by like a black Escalade or something with security.
They were trying
to be secretive,
Seahawks left tackle Charles Cross suffered a foot injury Saturday versus the 49ers. He's expected to play in the NFC Championship game Sunday, but who knows how bad it could be. I mean, obviously, that's their left tackle. They need the protection there. And then Seahawks running back Zach Charbonnet suffered a knee injury versus the 49ers, and he's out for the rest of the season.
That would look bad.
Looks like it's going to be the Kenny Walker show for them, brother.
3 touchdowns this past week. He went nuts.
That's what I'm saying, Frankie. That's all we got, brother.
Good stuff. Another great Wicked Pissah news. Let's get into a Foxboro Focus. Let's get it.
Frankie.
Let's get it.
1 game away from the Super Bowl, brother.
This is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Nobody thought we'd go this far.
Dude, honestly. I'm telling you right now, in the offseason, too, and, listening to the radio going into the regular season, preseason, you had a lot of people with fans giving their predictions. And I heard a few people saying this was going to be no more than a 4-5 win football team.
That's crazy. I mean, Vegas had an 8.5 to 9.5. But me and you, we were always, we both over 10.
I said 12.
I'm saying 11, 12. We were both talking up there. And I mean, it seemed like obviously easy schedule they talk about, but a lot going on. I mean, again, easy schedule comes up a lot, which I don't like. But
because you play who's in front of you. They don't control that.
Exactly. But if you look at who he's been playing and who we've been playing, so Drake May could become the first quarterback ever this week. So we played the number 1 rated defense, Texans,
number 5 rated,
and the number 5, and now we're playing the number 2 rated. Never been done in NFL history in the playoffs before for a team and quarterback to beat those top 5, 3 of the top 5 in the same postseason. Right. And we've played 2 of them already. And the Texans, I mean, they gave us all we could handle.
They gave us fits.
Their defense is phenomenal. Denver's defense very good. Chargers defense very good.
But you know whose defense is really good? Ours as well.
Patriots, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Go.
But before I get into this, I just want to say to all the people, man, I thought we were supposed to lose to the Chargers. I thought we were supposed to lose to the Texans, but they're making excuses.
All the ESPN analysts had the Texans.
No O-line for the Chargers. No Nico Collins. But all those people, all the haters were saying, we're going to get smashed by the Chargers and the Texans.
If Nico Collins played, we still win the game. I don't care that he didn't play either way.
We made AFC Championship.
Stroud look ridiculous. Yeah, honestly, I could have played better.
He didn't know how to throw a ball.
I could have threw the ball better than him. All right, let's be real.
That's what I'm saying. So let's break it down, Frankie. Let's go. Patriots beat the Texans 28-16 to move on to the AFC Championship.
Love it.
Let's show those highlights, brother. We got the Divisional Round, Patriots versus Texans. 6 plays into the Patriots' second drive of the game, and on 4th and 1, Drake May is looking for a conversion, and he finds wide receiver Demario Pop Douglas for a 28-yard touchdown to open up the scoring. Texans' next drive, they're going to score on a 25-yard field goal by kicker Kaimi Fairbairn. 3 plays into the Patriots' next drive, and on 3rd and 10, Drake May out of the shotgun. He's going to be feeling the pressure and strip sacked by defensive end Danielle Hunter. Ball's loose, but fortunately Will Campbell was able to jump on it. Patriots are going to punt. 5 plays into the Texans' next drive off the Patriots' turnover, and off the play action, C.J. Stroud's going to be looking for wide receiver Christian Kirk, but overthrows him, and it looks like Carlton Davis picks it off. They went to the booth and did a review here, and as you can see, he picks the ball off and gets his knee down in bounds. What a hell of an interception by Carlton Davis. Then 2 plays into the Patriots' next drive, Drake May off the play action. He's running up the middle and keeping it. Looks like he gets a first down, but the Texans are signaling they have the ball. And if you see here, yep, the ball gets punched out. Unfortunately, recovered by Azeez Al-Shaair, Drake May's second fumble of the game.
6 plays into the Texans' next drive off the Patriots turnover, and C.J. Stroud out of the shotgun. He's looking for wide receiver Christian Kirk, who scores on a 10-yard touchdown. Texans take the lead. 6 plays into the Texans' next drive off the Patriots turnover, and C.J. Stroud off the play actions, feeling the pressure by Chase on. It gets picked off by the Swiss Army knife, Marcus Jones, who takes it 26 yards for the pick 6. Patriots retake the lead. 4 plays into the Texans' next drive. C.J. Stroud looking for Xavier Hutchinson off his hands. It gets picked off by rookie safety Craig Woodson, who was down by contact. 2 straight INTs for Stroud. Fast forward to roughly 3.5 minutes left in the first half, and Drake May in the red zone. He's looking for wide receiver Stephon Diggs, the former Texan, for a nice 7-yard touchdown catch. Patriots expand the lead 21-10. Texans' next drive with 2 minutes left in the first half. C.J. Stroud off the play action. He's rolling to the left, and he's going to get intercepted again by cornerback Carlton Davis. His second of the game, in C.J. Stroud's 4th interception in the first half. Carlton Davis made a good adjustment on the ball and made sure to get both feet in for the INT. Looking like a real rough day for C.J. Stroud. Texans' first drive of the second half, and they're going to score on a 25-yard field goal by kicker Kaimi Fairbairn. Then 3 plays into the Patriots' next drive. Drake May out of the shotgun, and the pressure comes off the left side by Will Anderson Jr. That's a strip sack and recovered by Azeez Al-Shaair. Texans ball. Texans' next drive off the Patriots turnover in the red zone, and they're going to hand off to running back Woody Marks, who bounces off a tackle, but he gets the ball stripped by cornerback Christian Gonzalez, and it gets recovered by rookie safety Craig Woodson. And if you can see here, yep, his knees aren't down. That's a fumble. Patriots ball, baby. After a Patriots punt, the Texans are going to score on a 51-yard field goal by kicker Kaimi Fairbairn, 21-16. Start of the fourth quarter in Patriots' next drive, and Drake May is going to be going deep for wide receiver Kayshon Boutte, who makes an insane one-handed diving catch for a 32-yard touchdown. They obviously had to review this one, and as you can see here, he makes the nice catch, goes to the ground, secures the ball, Pats touchdown. Fast forward to roughly a minute left in the fourth quarter. The Texans down 12, and on 4th and 4, C.J. Stroud stepping up in the pocket for a big conversion, going deep for Xavier Hutchinson, but it's incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Patriots are going to go on to win this one 28-16 to advance to the AFC Championship. Let's go.
Love it, Frankie. Like you said, obviously inclement weather. The Texans are coming from Houston, playing in the dome. They play in the little safe little no-weather dome. They're playing in the inclement weather. I'm going to give them credit.
The defense played great. I mean, their defense was phenomenal.
Fits, like I said, bro.
And it was like the whole game, you're like, what's going to happen next? There was so many turnovers. Like, it was
C.J. Stroud, mind you, in 2 playoff games, our defense has only allowed 1 touchdown.
Yep.
It was against the Texans, but mind you, it was on one of our turnovers that set them up for good field position.
I'm saying.
So let's break it down, Frankie, what we noticed from the offense this past week. So regardless of Drake May's 3 touchdowns and a few highlight plays like Kayshon Boutte's nasty one-handed touchdown catch, but I'm going to be honest, I was not impressed with the offense's performance. For starters, Drake May fumbled the ball 4 times, losing 2 of them.
Each other a lot about this.
Back and forth.
Crazy.
He lost 2 of them. That's now 6 fumbles the last 2 weeks, and he actually leads the NFL in fumbles now.
We talked about that too.
And mind you, I understand we're going against some real good pass rushers these last few weeks, but you gotta protect the ball, bro. Like, you've been watching film on these guys, you gotta know they're coming off the edge.
Honestly, it's nuts. And you know what? They had a game plan for that too, especially in this game, where we and I talked to you about this. A lot of 2-3 step drops. He wasn't going 5, 6, 7 step drops.
That's what I'm saying.
He was quick passes. So you do a 2 or 3 step drop. You're supposed to get the ball out quick, but they were covering him so good.
Dude,
he held it too long.
Will Anderson was getting off that edge like crazy.
The secondary played good for the Texans too. Their defense is scary fast. They're like the fastest defense I've seen.
They're primed for the future.
Oh my God, it's unreal.
And mind you, our O-line is not helping that case like I was just talking about at all, especially the left side. I get it, we got some young guys on that side, but the O-line allowed 10 sacks in the last 2 playoff games, 5 this past week versus Houston, so they got to clean that up, bro, especially, like you said, going against the number 2 defense in Denver and everything.
Denver's known for sacks.
The Pats sucked on 3rd down, going 3 for 14, but I will say the offense was disciplined. No penalties on offense, which we like to see.
Yeah.
And lastly, Stevenson continues to impress, even with leaving.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's running hard.
Is he in a contract year or something? Because the man's been playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind. Even leaving the game briefly with an eye injury, he led all playmakers on both sides, the Texans and the Patriots, with 81 total yards and was running hard like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
He's making a statement in the playoffs, but through all the bullshit We beat the number 1 defense.
Oh, yeah, we took them down. I mean, it was the first time a quarterback threw for 3 touchdowns against the Texans all year long.
Right.
So, I mean, that was cool to see from an offensive standpoint.
And they were just on a 10-game win streak.
I'm saying. So, I mean, they beat the likes of big teams. They played a lot of the quarterbacks. Stafford didn't throw for 3 touchdowns against them. Drake May did.
Josh Allen did it.
Nope, none of them did. So Drake May was the first guy to do it. We did it in the snow.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Bro. Credit to our defense, though. Let's be real.
Like you just said, credit to the defense.
You know what I mean?
And this is what I noticed. And this is what I noticed from the defense, Frankie. Let's bring it up real quick. The defense was phenomenal in this game.
Killed it.
But I got to bring this up real quick. So far in 2 playoff games, the Pats defense has allowed only 1 touchdown, like I was talking about, has 9 sacks, 66 pressures, and forced 6 turnovers,
That's
bro.
Crazy. Yeah.
1 being a touchdown, which we just saw in the highlights. Obviously, Marcus Jones,
that was
bro.
Sick. That was absolutely
Dude, you
sick.
got to love Marcus Jones. That dude is such a difference maker, dude.
There could have been 2 or 3 other picks in this game, too.
That's
could
what I'm
have had
saying.
another one, too.
We forced 5 turnovers versus the Texans, like we were talking about. 4 INTs off Stroud and 1 fumble by Woody Marks.
Yep.
All 3 penalties were on defense, like I was talking about, but all by Carlton Davis.
He had 2 picks, though.
He had 2 interceptions, but he's got to clean that up with the penalties. And I just heard, actually, he's dealing with a head injury, waiting to be determined to see if he plays this week.
It's going to be a tough one.
Marcus Jones continues to be a consistent playmaker for special teams and the defense, like I just said. Glad we locked him up on an extension.
Oh, smart.
And edge rusher Kaylavon Chason continues to impress. He's reviving his career. He was looking like a first round pick to the Jaguars years ago. He was looking like a draft bust. But the guy had another sack, making it 3 in the last 2 playoff games, and he's got consistent pressure on Stroud. Yeah. His pressure actually led to Marcus Jones' pick 6, too. He was right in C.J. Stroud's face.
They're playing inspired football. They look great. I mean, I will say the last 2 offensive lines that we played against, not very good. Chargers were banged up. And now the Texans, we talked about all season how, their offensive line. I will say that Denver's offensive line is a lot stronger. I'm glad, obviously, Bo Nix is not playing. However, their line is a lot stronger.
Right, Frankie. So upcoming AFC Championship at the Broncos. And actually, I just want to show this pic real quick. So this is the 15th straight year either the Chiefs or the Patriots are in the AFC Championship.
It's pretty crazy.
Isn't that insane?
I love it.
I know, it's not the Chiefs. We love it because it's our team again.
I know it, right? Something else I saw too, Keith, was the Ticketmaster.
I saw
What's
that.
going on with that? Ticketmaster shouldn't be limiting the tickets like that. That's bullshit.
You got to be in the Rocky Mountain area code?
Yeah, Rocky Mountain region. That's some bullshit, dude. The only way me and you can get tickets is if we bought them third party. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. Ticketmaster shouldn't be doing that.
Bro, that's ridiculous.
That pisses me off a lot, honestly. That shouldn't even be allowed, honestly.
That's some salty Broncos fans that are mad.
I don't even like that at all, dude.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean? That shouldn't even be allowed. If anything, you should do 50-50 if you want to try to be fair.
Right.
Like Ticketmaster, what are they? Like, that's just crazy.
That just shows how salty they are, bro. They got their backup.
What does Ticketmaster have to do with anything? Like they shouldn't be doing that.
They're just mad.
That's crazy.
The Broncos fans and the owners are probably mad. They're like, listen, we're already dealing with our backup. We don't want Patriots fans there.
That's crazy, dude. That shouldn't even be allowed. But
absolutely. So let's break it down, Frankie, with the Broncos. So for starters, the Pats could potentially be getting back wide receiver Mac Hollins off IR. Would be great to have him back. We talked about how essential he is to the offense, especially on third down.
I like that, yeah.
But unfortunately, and like I said in the defensive notes, we could be without possibly cornerback Carlton Davis, who suffered a head injury. The Broncos narrowly beat the Bills 33-30 in overtime last week, but it came at a cost, losing numerous wide receivers potentially and star quarterback Bo Nix for the rest of the season, like we talked about in Wicked Pissah News.
I saw that. I heard that they might get in their starting center back, though, because they were on their third string center.
Right.
So that could help bolster their line. Again, something we just talked about. Their offensive line is very strong. And they could potentially get J.K. Dobbins back too. He just became eligible.
Window, yep.
Yeah, so his window just opened up. So he could come back too. Which he's a dog. He's a dog in the trenches. So again, I think obviously just because Stidham's playing, it's not one of those things where the Pats are automatic here. You know what I mean? Like you have to go in and get it done. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But dude, the Pats defense, they've been lights out, and you're going to be going against backup quarterback Jarrett Stidham, a former 4th round pick of the Pats in 2019.
Yep.
Now their offense is banged up, but still, bro, we can't take them lightly. It's still going to be any given Sunday, but that Broncos defense still worries me, Frankie.
They're stacked.
The Broncos defense, like we talked about, number 2 defense in the league, the 7th ranked pass defense, the 2nd ranked run defense, 3rd ranked scoring defense, and 1st ranked red zone defense. But the Pats, on the flip side, they got the 8th overall defense, 9th ranked pass defense, 6th ranked run defense, and 4th ranked scoring defense going against a backup quarterback. That could bode well for us, obviously. I get it, they got a good defense, but Drake May, he's had the fumbling issues.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, we have a good defense as well going
I
against
love
a backup
our defense.
quarterback.
I put our defense up against anybody. You know what I mean?
Our O-line needs to give Drake May more time, though, like I just talked about. The Broncos led the league in sacks this season.
They almost set the single season record.
Right.
They get to the quarterback more than anybody.
But on the flip side, the Patriots, Frankie, lead the league in sacks this postseason.
Yep, I love that.
You know what I mean? It's going to be another battle of defenses, in my opinion. And the Pats, we got to bring it up. They're undefeated on the road this season, and I hope that continues this week to
knock
get
on
us to
wood
the
right
Super
now.
Bowl. So, Frankie, prediction-wise, no Bo Nix, no problem. I'm taking the Patriots.
I'm going Pats too, obviously. So
yes, sir.
Good luck, Patriots. Let's get it.
Let's get it popping, Frankie. Let's get to that Super Bowl.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, the great Foxboro Focus. I got to give another one of these. These boys are playing out of their minds. I love it. Let's get into a playoff payoff. Keith, who do you got for anytime TD scorers this week?
So the conference championship rounds, Frankie, you know,
Let's
obviously
go.
the first 2 weeks. I mean, I've had some of the guys.
You had a couple of them.
That's what I mean, bro.
Did. These are fine. Like, these are like long shots, but that's what you want to do.
I just need the combo to hit all at once.
You put $100 on one of them guys, it's like $1,500
That's
or something.
what I'm saying,
like
bro.
Keon Coleman caught one this past
That's
week.
what I'm saying. I just wish the 49ers didn't suck last week.
Oh, they did terrible.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But let me bring it up real quick. So my anytime touchdown scores for the conference championships. And number one, Frankie, I don't got a player. I got a unit as a whole.
Oh,
I got the Patriots defense at the Broncos.
I like that.
Plus 600. Now, just like everything I just mentioned in Foxboro Focus, the Pats defense has been getting relentless pressure and now going against a backup quarterback who hasn't thrown a pass since 2023. I could see Stidham making a crucial mistake or two in this one. And mind you, the Broncos offense was toward the middle of the pack in almost all offensive categories, and that was with Bo Nix in the lineup. They do have the 9th ranked overall offense, but I could see the Pats defense getting another touchdown in this one. They just had one this past week. Number 2, I got Seahawks wide receiver Rashid Shaheed versus the Rams.
That's a good one.
He's plus 380. Now, this guy is dynamic in every sense of the word.
Yep.
Other than offense, he could produce an anytime touchdown for you through special teams as well. The guy had a 95-yard kickoff return touchdown to open up the game versus the 49ers last week.
Opening kick.
Now, he may not have caught a pass last week, but he was targeted twice and he had 2 carries for 27 yards.
They always do at least 2 or 3 deep balls to him a game. And he's a burner. So, like, he catches one of them, he's gone.
I could see him getting some opportunities versus the middle of the pack, 19th overall Rams secondary, a defense that has also allowed the 8th most receptions, 10th most yards, and tied 6th most touchdowns to wide receivers. Receiving, rushing, and special teams, this guy can score in any of those options. And like I said, he's dynamic, bro.
Yeah.
And then number 3, I got Patriots tight end Austin Hooper plus 800.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm bringing up Austin Hooper here, this guy was just simply a pick to make the payout higher. And why not? You know, let me choose one of our guys.
He had a big catch this past week, honestly.
So the last few weeks, numbers are non-existent. Only 1 catch for 14 yards.
That was a good catch,
said,
That was a big catch.
To get a first down and everything in 2 playoff games. And he hasn't scored since week 17 versus the Jets.
He's due.
He is due. I could see him potentially breaking free in the red zone where he excels. While a lot of attention is going to be on Hunter Henry, Diggs, and Booty, especially on a nice play action that may free him up in the back of the end zone, the dude has made some nice plays in the red zone as we've seen, especially that Titans game earlier in the season.
That was sick, yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like a Most kind of play.
Yeah.
The Broncos have also allowed the tied 12th most receptions to tight ends this year. So you know what? It. I'm plugging him in there to win some good dough. I'll be singing hoop. There it is if he scores.
I love it.
All right, let's get into your FanDuel picks for the conference
here's my team here. So, I mean, I went with Sam Darnold. I know he's banged up a little bit, but everything you just talked about, the Rams secondary not being the best, I feel like that game's going to be the shooter of the week probably. I took Blake Corum, needed a running back. He's cheap, $5,900. Travion Henderson, $6,400. He left some yards on the table, I feel like, this past week. A couple times he should have went left, he went right, and vice versa. But he's due for a game, honestly. I mean, it's been Ramondre's show, but Travion's due for something too, I feel like. I stacked Jackson Smith and Jigba with Darnold. Obviously, Jigba being second highest guy, most expensive guy.
Had a touchdown last week, only 2 catches, but he had a touchdown.
Yeah, and he's due for a big game too. That's going to be a shootout. Again, what you just talked about Seattle's secondary not being the best, that's going to be a shootout. I took Puka Nacua too. He was the most expensive guy on anybody on FanDuel, so $9,800. So I put the 2 best wide receivers out there this week, and then I just kind of piled in around them with some cheaper guys. So I took Kyle Williams. He's had a couple shots. He had a chance to catch a big ball this past week.
A few times they've been going deep to him.
Yeah, they're going to shoot it. They're gonna try 1 or 2 every week with him, I feel like, just like you see with Rashid Shaheed. I took Hunter Henry for all the reasons you just talked about with Denver. They're not great against tight ends. So Hunter Henry only being $5,700, he's due for a game. And then you see Shaheed at $5,500, cheap money. And I took the Patriots defense, obviously going up against, a backup quarterback.
Skid the kid.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I like it. Let's get it.
I like that, Frankie. Let's try to win some money, brother.
Yes, sir. Let's get into the lava round.
Yes, sir, Frankie. We're going to get into the NFL Divisional Round breakdown from this past week. So the Broncos beat the Bills 33-30 in overtime. The Seahawks beat the 49ers, killed them 41-6.
Destroyed them.
You know what's funny? It's like Rashid Shaheed's opening kickoff return touchdown. That was more points, actually the same amount of points as the whole 49ers team scored.
Yeah, that's all they needed.
Patriots obviously beat the Texans 28-16. We love that. And the Rams beat the Bears 20-17.
That was a good game too. That was another good game.
It was.
That was again. You look at again. We talk about playoffs a lot. We've talked about it. We're always texting each other during the games, but it's like the head coaches and Ben Johnson. I blame him. They had a chance to kick a field goal in that game.
I know.
It were on like the 4-yard line. It was 3rd and 1. They decided to throw it. Then on 4th and 1, they ran it to the outside. They got stuffed.
Stupid.
They lost by 3 points.
Another stupid
in the
move.
playoffs. I don't care what the analytics say. You take the friggin' points, right? It's literally most games are decided by like a field goal.
Taking the Dan Campbell approach.
That's what I mean. I didn't like that. It is what it is.
But Frankie, with the picks, you went 4-0 last
Damn right.
week. Only difference we had was the Rams and the
and
Bears,
Bears.
and you took the Rams. I took the Bears. I went 3-1.
Yep.
All right, Frankie, let's get into the NFL conference round picks. You name them, we'll predict them. We've actually only got one to bring up.
I know.
so-
Pat's at Denver. We both taken pass. We already talked about that. But we got the Rams going to Seattle. Who you got there?
Frankie, I gotta take Seattle here.
I like it. I'm going the Rams. I just feel like the Rams, to me,
Okay,
are my team that I've picked all year long. I'm going to take them here. So,
All right, only difference we got, brother.
All right, buddy.
See what happens, man.
Good luck, sir.
You too.
Another awesome show. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing. The stat challenge has been great.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go, Pats, huh?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it, boys.
Oh, Frankie, I'm getting a phone call, man.
It happens a lot. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, it's been happening a lot. Hello?
Something's happened here. Something really, really bad.
You know what's bad? You interrupting our show.
What was that all about?
Dude, I don't even know, man. Some bullshit. Dude, what's going on? Great. Here we go again. Oh. Frank.
Whoa.
Okay, we're back at the desk, but why does everything look so like ominous and like foggy, bro?
I don't like this. Keith, like, where the hell are we, man?
What the hell does that sign say? Welcome to Silent Hill. Frank, break it down for me. What is it?
You know what it is. It's Return to Silent Hill. The first few movies were sick, scary, really scary, creepy. The games were unbelievable.
Yeah, dude.
It's unbelievable.
Dude, as a kid, I remember the first game for PS1
Oh, my
scared
goodness.
the out of
I'm
me.
saying that first movie, too, was real creepy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You don't know what kind of hell you have to face.
What the hell does that mean? Dude, I don't like the sound of that either, man. You got sirens going now?
Those sirens always scare me.
What the hell is that? All right, Frank, I don't like the look of that. We gotta get the out
From
of here.
Bean Town to your town, stay wicked Pissah.
From Foxboro to Yerbro, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. I'm out of here.